What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So yesterday, I told you there was going to be some news regarding Terence Bud Crawford. I told you guys that yesterday there was going to be some big news regarding Terence Bud Crawford. And we have some big news regarding Terence Bud Crawford, as Terence Crawford seems to possibly be heading up to 160 pounds. And guess who's he fighting? Shockingly, Terence Crawford is going to fight the son of a legend, Chris Eubanks Jr. So, Chris Eubanks Jr. and Terence Bud Crawford, Chris Eubanks Jr. just added it to his social media. And Chris Eubanks Jr. unofficially just announced this fight, right? I know many people are going to question it, right? I like the fight. Terence Crawford is clearly looking to move up in weight, and he's clearly looking to challenge Canelo Alvarez. Chris Eubanks Jr., okay, is 33 wins, 3 losses, no draws, right? He has 24 wins by way of knockout. One time in his career, he was knocked out. 34 years of age, 5'11" with a 72.5-inch arm reach. He just came off of a beautiful 10th round knockout victory over Liam Smith, revenging the loss that he had in January of 2023, knocked out in the 4th round by Liam Smith, right? So Chris Eubanks Jr. is the son of a legend, Chris Eubanks Sr. He rematched Liam Smith and he ended up knocking Liam Smith out in the 10th round. But what's odd here is that Chris Eubanks Jr. is trained by Brian Bomac McIntyre, right? Whom trains, obviously, Terence Bud Crawford. Chris Eubanks Jr. is a superstar in the UK. He fights at 160, right? And this is a way for Terence Crawford to eventually move up in weight. And he wants to fight Canelo Alvarez, right? That's the plan for Terence Bud Crawford. And there's talks that Terence Bud Crawford could possibly face the winner, Keith Thurman versus Tim Tszyu, as they fight March 30th, right? So Terence Crawford will be 37 years of age in September, right? This is a good fight for Terence Bud Crawford, as his sights and his goals is to face off against Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds. Now, Chris Eubanks Jr. fights nothing like Canelo Alvarez, but he's a big guy in a bigger weight class, and it's not for a title, right? Chris Eubanks Jr. is not an official world champion at 160 pounds, right? Terence Crawford is looking for big marquee fights currently as it stands. That's what he's looking to do, right? But ultimately, his goal at 40 wins, no losses, no draws, 31 wins by way of knockout, 36 years of age, 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. Terence Crawford goals and plans is to ultimately fight Canelo Alvarez, okay? Become an undisputed champion in 3 or 4 separate weight classes. That's his goal. Now, I know people are going to look at Chris Eubanks Jr. and they're going to say, well, he's not a world champion. He doesn't have a belt, right? What's the plan? The plan is for Terence Crawford to gradually move up in weight. Right? That's the ultimate plan, to get to that Canelo Alvarez fight. So he's looking to have as many marquee fights as he possibly can as he's looking to move up and get that Canelo Alvarez fight, right? Chris Eubanks Jr. never officially held the title, right? He held the WBA middleweight title twice, but that was the interim title, okay? He held the IBO title twice. But he's never officially held, an official title, right? But it's a interesting fight. It's a big fight. It's an interesting fight, right? It's a fight that will get the people buzzing. Period. Right? It's a fight where Terence Crawford has plans. Again, I can't say this enough. His plan is to get to Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds. So he's going to gradually move up in weight to attempt to get to Canelo Alvarez, right? Is this the fight that the fans want to see? No, but moving up in weight, he eventually. Now, one thing I don't understand, because this fight is said that it's going to take place at 160 pounds. Well, Terence Crawford is going to ultimately look to fight Keith Thurman, Tim Tszyu winner. And that's ultimately the fight that he's looking to secure, right? And make happen. So with that said, he wants to fight the winner of that fight, become a world champion at 154. His plans got derailed. He had that big marquee fight. Let's just be honest. He had that big marquee fight July 29th against Errol the True Spence Jr. for undisputed at welterweight. And his plans was to fight Jermell Charlo and become undisputed at 154 and be a 3-division undisputed world champion. He's already undisputed at 140. He's already undisputed at 147. And the plans was to fight Jermell Charlo, who was the undisputed champion at 154. Jermell Charlo got the opportunity. He was initially slated to fight Tim Tszyu, but he got the opportunity to fight Canelo Alvarez, jumped up 2 weight classes and came up short. And so, with that said, he now is titleless. He lost to Canelo. He has 0 titles. So it lost a lot of its luster, and the plans got derailed for Terence Crawford. And he then quickly set his sights on Canelo Alvarez at 168. Now, I know people are going to say, well, he's going to be 37 in September. He's looking to have fights that's going to allow him to move up in weight. The only thing I don't understand is why go to 160 and fight Chris Eubanks Jr. Maybe he's planning on fighting Jermall Charlo, who is still the WBC middleweight world champion, right? That could be a strong possibility. He could be moving up to fight Chris Eubanks Jr. and plans to fight in Jermall Charlo, who holds the WBC 160-pound belt. But if your plan is to fight Tim Tszyu or Keith Thurman winner at 154, and they fight March 30th in a few weeks, why are you going to move up to 160? You're going to plan to come back down to 154 and challenge the winner, right? So the direction of it is a little odd, right? Seeing as though it seems like the path is pretty clear that he can fight Tim Tszyu, Keith Thurman winner for that WBO title at 154, then move up. Unless he's, again, like I said, he's just looking to secure this Chris Eubanks fight Jermall Charlo, and then look to fight Canelo Alvarez. But stylistically, I like the fight. I like the challenge. I like the road. I like, Chris Eubanks Jr. is a mover. He's skilled. He's talented. He's athletic. He has power. That's not an easy fight by no stretch of the imagination for Terence Bud Crawford. He's a bigger guy. He's just never been an official world champion. But as far as money goes and marquee goes, I'm sure this fight will take place in the UK, right? And money-wise, it's going to sell, right? In the UK, it'll sell. And Terence Crawford wants to fight in the UK. So he won his first title against Ricky Burns in the UK. So this is a fight that Terence Crawford can have to stay busy. I would much rather see him fight Keith Thurman and Tim Tszyu winner, unless he's just, again, planning to come back down. But this is an absolute shocker. But stylistically, I like the fight. It's a chance that Terence Crawford is taking, and it could be the road to Jamal Charlo. Let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Terence Crawford, Chris Eubanks Jr., drop a comment in the comment section. Today at 1:30 p.m., we'll be talking about this live. So tune in 1:30 p.m. We'll talk about this more in depth. But there goes some breaking news. Terence Crawford versus Chris Eubanks Jr. at 160 pounds. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this. I'm gone. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.